Hi, this is Alexandra with CJ's Elite Custom Competition Suits and Glam Competition Jewelry. We carry posing suits for men and women, both amateurs and pros. We carry bikini, fitness, figure, bodybuilding, and also men's classic physique shorts. We're doing a Black Friday sale. All of our suits are 50% off. Check us out online.
You're looking for the best? Look no further. Pride Nutrition, the highest quality supplement line in the industry. Today only, use the discount code MMR30 and receive 30% off and a free shaker cup to the first 50 orders.
Sergio Oliva Jr. here at the 2016 Nationals, and look at this monster I ran into. Cedric McMillan is, of course, but did you win the show?
Yeah, first of all, this whole monster stuff you just said, don't start out the interview lying, okay? Anyway, yeah, back in 2009, man, it was my first time out to the Nationals. The year leading up to me coming to the show, somebody gave me the notion, man, you might be able to turn pro.
Maybe.
You know how everybody now, they want a pro card? I never thought like that. I just wanted to have muscles, you know what I'm saying? And I enjoyed competing, but as things progressed and every time I did a show, I got better and I was winning. This year, I think maybe it was 6 months before coming to the show. That's when I had the idea of, you could turn pro. Okay, well, let's try it, And to come here, I want, and listen, I'll tell you, the show was in Fort Lauderdale back then. I was backstage scared as hell. I'm looking at all these big guys walking around, man, and people that I done seen in the magazines and stuff. I was so intimidated, and even being up on stage, man, I was real nervous. And I came off stage and seen a couple of pictures. I said, shit, I'm good. I said, I'm good, man. So the whole experience for me to be able to come here, I didn't even understand how big it was, You won the show last year, but you have been a lot more exposed to the sport than I have, you know what I'm saying? So this is the Nationals, and I'm turning pro, and but for me, okay, the Nationals, okay, I'm the only bodybuilder from my area, so I don't know nothing about it, So at the time, I didn't even understand how big it was, So I got my little trophy, and I went to go eat some pizza, and I went to sleep. It wasn't no celebrating or nothing, I was pissed off because I had to do a photo shoot the next morning. But that was it, that was it for me, man. So how was it for you doing this show?
Well, I'll tell you, man, after, even with all the champions, I mean, the lineup of national winners, I mean, the wall at Golds has every winner. Really, since back in the day, I feel like you were the best national champ. And me coming to this show, I felt like I needed to look like you. Yeah. I like to pretend that I pose like you, but to look like you is a whole nother level. And coming in here, it's crazy you say that, and it actually makes me feel good that you were kind of scared because I felt the same way. I'm like, man, I don't look like Cedric. Yeah. To win the overall at a national show, I felt like you had to be larger than life, even though you don't think that about yourself. That's what I thought. So, I mean, it makes me feel good. But I just personally, I wanted to talk to you for a minute, and I just wanted to thank you on a personal level. Yeah. You've helped me make that transition from being an amateur and how to handle stuff that entails being a pro that a lot of people can't really tell you and warn you and get you ready for unless you've been through it yourself. Yeah. And just a couple of the conversations we've had on the side, I just personally wanted to thank you, and I'm really glad that you're here. It's kind of surreal. Me winning last year and me being next to my favorite national winner, just really surreal. And I also want to thank you a lot for what you're doing with the sport. Nobody cared about posing and nobody cared about stage presence till you came around. Yeah. And now all of a sudden it's like, you need to take care with your posing, you need to care about it, why wasn't everybody always doing that?
Yeah. And that's one thing, I told myself, after I turned pro and people were like, this old school bodybuilding, blah, blah, blah. And I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to make everybody remember what bodybuilding used to be, and that's not a knock on the modern style of bodybuilding. There's many different styles of physiques. It's just that I prefer this one, and at the time when I came out, it was like, what the hell is this? Because this ain't what we used to seeing, right now, this new generation of people and stuff. And so now, look, you go on Instagram, everything you see now, aesthetics this, old school that, golden, all of this stuff is what you see, right? And so I'm glad of that because, listen, and I've told you this too, We're going to lose a lot more shows than we win. But what people like you and me are in this position to try to usher in the change. And the change might not even take place while we competing. But when this is all said and done, I mean, look at how much change has taken place since 2009 when I won the show, how much change has taken place till now, right? And so just imagine in another 6 years, you know, once you start competing, man, and we got me and you and Sean and these new guys coming up that say, I don't want to be 300 pounds. I want to make it look pretty. Once it's more of us, you know, then we'll have more of a chance. You know, if not, then we all got to lose 50 pounds and do classic bodybuilding. You know, we just got to do that. So either way, I'm pretty sure you feel the same way. Stay true to the vision of what we want to look like and try to go after that. And that even if, you know, for some people that love mass monsters, if that's how you want to look, stay true to that vision and go after it. If you want to be a physique guy, you know, whatever it is that you want to be, go after that. You know, don't let results of a show take you off, you know, what your plan is or what you want your journey to be. You know, stay true to what you want for yourself and just roll with it, you know? That's what I believe. You know, a lot of people, like we can see people walking out of here tonight and whatever place they got, they disappointed. Oh, yeah, I got. But I'm trying to say you ain't in this sport for that. Because when you first got into this sport, you wanted to compete because you loved it. You know what I'm saying? Not because you wanted a certain place at a show. You didn't care about that kind of stuff. So we got to, you know, every once in a while, man, we got to remember that. Even as pros, we got to remember what we got into this for from the very beginning and not let how results and stuff work out let us throw us off our game. You know what I'm saying? And stay true to it.
Well, it might not have been your intentions when you first started was to be a role model, but my friend, you are. You're a role model to me and you're a role model to a lot of people like me. So I want to thank you again. This is Sergio Oliva Jr. with Cedric McMillan. We are out.
Peace.